Officials in Los Angeles are investigating what caused evacuation alerts to be sent to the cell phones of people in wrong locations. Those people later received a follow-up message saying disregard. The company behind the technology tells CBS News it's working with the county to figure out why alerts were sent to a larger area than intended. CBS News national environmental correspondent David Schechter explains.
If you receive an evacuation order, please leave immediately. If you receive a warning, get ready.
When wildfires ignite, it's local emergency managers and law enforcement who send evacuation alerts to a community. New technology in LA County draws these alert polygons that determine who gets the message.
If you're in the polygon, you're going to get an alert.
Lisa Bernard is with Genesis, makers of the alert system used by LA County. Its computer algorithm had already defined these zones. It considers things like population density, hazard areas, and how people can get out.
Having those predefined areas really speeds up that process of defining the area that's being evacuated and then communicating that out to the public.
For example, on Wednesday morning, as the Eaton fire approached, people living in this polygon in the Pasadena area got a message to evacuate. But we wondered why the boundary line goes right down the middle of the road.
Why are sometimes a street, you'd have one side is alerted and on the other side it's not alerted?
Some of these things make natural fire breaks. Some of the footage that we've seen really illustrates that well, where you have one side of the street that's backed up to a tree-covered hillside that's very flammable, and the other side of the street is concrete parking lots.
In some previous wildfires, there was hesitation sending widespread alerts. Craig Fugate is a former FEMA administrator and Genesis board member.
When you're sitting there as an incident commander, and I'm like looking at the fire, I'm looking at my maps, and I'm trying to figure out where I need to evacuate. And I'm like, well, how far do I go? Which direction I go?
He believes this new technology helps alleviate that.
Do you think ultimately that saves lives?
Well, that's our hope. And I think it lowers the barrier that we saw for some emergency managers who are always concerned about overwarning and creating more problems with too many people hearing the evacuation that aren't at risk, jamming up the roads where people couldn't get out.
A next step will be assessing whether alerts in LA gave people enough time and information to protect themselves. David Schechter, CBS News, Dallas.
If you are looking for a way to help the survivors of these wildfires, you can go to redcross.org/CBS. Firefighters from California and 8 other states, plus Canada and Mexico, are battling the flames. CBS News senior weather correspondent Rob Marciano reports from Pasadena on some of the other resources involved in fighting these fires.
Winds are calm here to start the day at the command post of the Eaton fire, which is actually the parking lot of the Rose Bowl. The stadium is about 300 yards that way, but you obviously see a lot of activity here with fire trucks. There are about over 300 engines here and over 3,000 personnel, federal, county, and local firemen trying to get after this fire. The federal guys are actually sleeping on the ground here in tents for as much sleep as they can get in an 8-hour period because they work 16-hour shifts. So they're getting back on the fire lines right now in anticipation of making more progress today.
Rob, thank you. As the wildfires continue to burn, forecasters continue to track those winds, which appear to be ready to increase again. CBS News Philadelphia meteorologist Grant Gilmore is tracking this for us. Hey, Grant.
So really keeping a close eye on those conditions across Southern California as those Santa Ana winds increase again throughout the day today. Not just a critical, but an extreme fire concern today over portions of Los Angeles and Ventura County. Wind gusts have already been up around 70 miles per hour today, and we expect that to continue as we head through tonight into the day tomorrow. So you've got really dry air, you've got dry conditions on the ground combined with those gusty winds, and fires are not only going to be able to start easily, but they'll be able to spread very quickly because of those expected gusty winds, especially in that extreme fire danger area there. Santa Clarita, just north of Los Angeles there in Los Angeles County, up towards Fillmore. It's going to be a dangerous couple of days here with these gusty conditions. Red flag warnings in effect through the entire area. In fact, a particularly dangerous situation unfolding here. Got a high wind watch and high wind warnings all going to be in effect as we make our way through the next couple of days over Southern California. Meanwhile, we're tracking a system that's that's moving across the Gulf states. That will bring rain to the Florida Panhandle to the southeast today. A Clipper system moving across the Great Lakes. That brings some snow, opens up more Arctic air to plummet in from the north as we head through the middle of the week. So that means below normal temperatures for much of the eastern half of the United States. 10 to 20 degrees below normal as we go through the middle of the week, with then some more moderating air as we make our way through the second half of the week toward the weekend. Back to you.
Okay, Grant, thank you.